Happy Monday, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone feeling today after Saturday? How amazing was the energy on Saturday? And I had such laughs at Siri and Jules running the running the whole day. And of course, just having a laugh at everyone meeting up. Jono and Ryan's hair, and just yeah, it was amazing. Just people really, really, everyone was dressed up, super into it. It was really cool to see. I'm just trying to find you all here. So sign in, check in, let me know you're here. Let me know how your bodies are feeling, how you're all feeling. It's pretty much the last week of August, right? Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Obviously, here in South Africa, we're going into spring. I wouldn't say so because busy raining right now. But we definitely want to hold on to as much rain as possible, so that by the time we get to spring and summer, that the dams are still nice and full. Good morning, Zalna. How are you? How was your weekend? Obviously, it's a Monday, kicking it off with a nice full schedule today on the members group. So there will be a 12:30 Jeff Cook, and that's with Coach Adrian and Jono, and it's all about meal prep. Yay, that's super exciting. I know it's one of the things that can be quite intimidating, having to do like this bulk kind of cook, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it to get those balanced meals in, to really take into consideration what your coaches are saying, and to make sure that you don't kind of fall off the wagon throughout your week. So starting Monday with some meal prep, 12:30 this afternoon. Then there is some low impact training, and that's with Ryan and Tara at 4. And then Kapana will be doing full body cardio at 5:30. So if you are not doing this flow now at 7 a.m., I hope that you're doing it at 6 p.m. after Kapano's 5:30 full body cardio. Good morning, everyone. I see there's a few people online. Say hi. Let me know you're here. And yeah, how was the weekend for you? How was Saturday for you? And of course, I saw on Saturday that there were a bunch of new members who signed up just before the run. And as you all know, we've got the Jeff Together group, we've got the Jeff members group. Jeff members get all the benefits of Jeff. That's 200 Rand a month. I can't see how that isn't like the biggest bargain in the world. And then which of your family members and friends are still in the Together group and who is not? You obviously saw we're trying to push to get to that 50,000 mark. How exciting for the Jeff community. And honestly, we can't do it without you guys. It really, a group grows like that by word of mouth. And you know, the proof is in the pudding. So share some success stories, invite some people who you think, you know, they might not need this on a physical level. You know, they might already be doing some kind of gymming or some kind of working out. But you know, maybe it's someone who needs it on an emotional level, someone who just needs a support system, a support group, someone who needs a few laughs, someone who needs some good energy, some good vibes. Invite those people to the group, introduce them to your fellow Jeffers, introduce them to the instructors, to your coach, and let's grow our family bigger. Really excited to get to that number. So we can't do it without you. Good morning, everyone. So wipe in if you're here, and I want to see a minimum of 1/3, right? So from this week, we are pushing it to have 3 flow sessions in a week. That's an hour and a half of your time, guys. per week. Nothing. An hour and a half of recovery, if you take into consider how hard you're working in the rest of the week, whether it's physical work, whether it's mental work, whether it's job, kids, whatever, to take an hour and a half a week of TLC, of rest, of recovery, of stretching, of relaxing the body, relaxing the mind, connecting to your breath and connecting to yourself. It's really, it should be prioritized. So I'm hoping to see a lot of 1 out of 3s this morning. I know we've got a few members who have already put that into play. Some members who are doing 5 sessions a week, which like makes me feel over the moon. Because it's just, I mean, I always say, I would say I'm biased, but I am. This practice really is magic. It's changed my life. It's changed my life off the mat. And it continues to do so as long as I continue to stay dedicated and consistent with the practice. So welcome everyone. Good morning. Obviously we've got our lovely Belinda here. So nice to have you, Belinda. Bridget, good morning. I will catch up on this later after this. Have a good Monday, Bridget. Have a beautiful Monday. I hope it's inspiring. I hope you have a few smiles, a few laughs. Monday has become my new favorite day. I think I said that all to you last week. Changing that mindset of being like, oh, it's a Monday, right? No, it's Monday. It's the day you get to be creative. It's the day potentially you get to plan the rest of your week. How am I going to do things I love this week? How am I going to get my tasks done? How am I going to do all these things that benefit me in the highest way, right? That benefit my mental, emotional, physical well-being. And so you can be as creative as you like. If you look at our schedule, you've got a million ways to kind of schedule in your week. So yeah, Mondays have become my new favorite day, Bridget. Enjoy the session with Ryan and Tara, and then I hope you enjoy the flow afterwards. Good morning, Alison. Lovely to have you here. Getting such dedicated flow Jeffers here. The sunrise stretches. We're still waiting for our moment when the sun has risen. I actually am just across from the beach. So I'm very excited for the first morning when the sun is really out after the session, because then I'm literally going to run across the road and just run straight into the waves in a nice salt water cleanse. I've been doing some salt baths in the last week. As you guys know, I've been a bit ill. Still a bit stuffy, but not too bad. I'm just taking some nice salt baths, some peppermint, some tea tree, and just relaxing, letting my body really go into its parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest state, where it can really go into healing, because it can't do that if it's stressed, right? And if it's like in that fight or flight mode. Hi everyone. Good morning, Janine. Lovely to see your name here. Everyone, there are quite a few of you who have not swiped in. I want to see who's here. So let me know who's here. We've got about 5 more minutes before we start. So you will need just your normal 2 cushions, just to use whenever you feel it's appropriate. The more you do these classes, the more you will kind of figure out when you need them and when you don't. So just have them close by in case you need them. And then this morning will just be kind of moving through the whole body, focusing on connecting to our breath, connecting to ourselves. A Monday morning is such a nice kind of starting point or a check-in point with yourself. So if you listen to my mindfulness talk on the Jeff Ed, having those check-in moments with yourself. So a Monday morning to me is such a beautiful place to just check in with yourself. But I think very often we think we do, but we don't really. So if you had to ask me, Kathleen, how are you doing? And I started explaining to you how I'm doing, you would listen, right? Attentively. You would listen because you'd listen well enough to take the information in so that you could potentially respond to me, um, maybe with advice or just with some understanding. And so that's what I want you to do this morning. Start to really create that ability to genuinely listen to yourself, to really listen to yourself so that you know how to respond to your own needs. That's going to be different for every single person. That's going to be different every single day. All right? So take these moments in the morning, or whenever you're doing this practice, genuinely listen to yourself. All right? Hi, everyone. Good morning, Beverly. Yes, we must. Very important. Very important. Marie, good morning. Megan James. Hi, Jolene. Hi, Annalie. So nice to see all the names here. Replying to Kabibi morning from a chilly Hamburg. Hi, Kabibi. Lovely to have you all here. I don't seem to see everyone's things pop up, I don't think, sometimes. Good morning, Renata. Hi, everyone. So we've got a few more minutes before we get started. It's 1 out of 3, or 1 out of 4, or 1 out of 5, 6, or 7. Today is your first session of the week. We are now required to do a minimum of 3 flows per week. Like I was saying, hour and a half. It's your luxury time. It's your healing time. It's your quiet time. So important, especially if you've got quite a crazy life. You're very busy. Home is buzzing all the time. Family, business is buzzing. I know a lot of us are kind of hustling very hard at the moment. It's pivoting, it's task management, it's planning, it's shuffling, it's all those kinds of things. It takes a toll on us. And not only that direct connection to our adrenaline that's pumping quite a lot at the moment, but we also take on things that aren't even ours, right? So it's things that will be throwing out other people's energy, the news, having, even something like having a lot of like this police presence around, for me has been quite intense. It's like almost like you feel like you're doing something wrong the whole time, but you're not. So we're like in this constant place of panic, even if we're not like conscious of it. Like I think subconsciously we're living in a lot of fear, and that's not good for our nervous systems. And in the ripple effect, it's not good for our endocrine systems, and it's not good for our immunity. So finding this time to calm our bodies, move into a healing space. Good morning, Aniki. Good morning, Leslie. First time. Welcome, Leslie. And any other newcomers here, welcome everyone. So you genuinely have to have 2 cushions with you for every practice. So these cushions I'll cue when perhaps is an appropriate time to use them. For those of you who've been practicing here for a while, you've already got your favorite cushions that you practice with. These cushions are obviously a replacement for for the normal yoga props you would use, which would be a wooden block or a yoga bolster or a yoga cushion. But obviously, like in our HIIT classes, we replace our weights for pins or whatever it is you have. We make do with what we have at home, and that's been one of the beautiful things, I guess, about this pandemic, is that we've learned that everything doesn't have to be one way. We can actually explore a whole lot of other avenues and still get the same results. So make sure you have your 2 cushions nearby, just as some extra support. Good morning, Pat. Annalie, average 10 HIIT sessions a week. Are you joking? Okay, Annalie, if you're doing 10 HIIT sessions a week, right, I'm going on 5 HIIT sessions to 3 flows. So if you're doing 10 HIIT sessions, you're going to have to try getting 6 flows this week. Laura Meltzer, good morning, lovely. Hi, Mo. Lovely to have you here. I hope you're feeling well. Fiona, good morning, Pat. Hi, Megan. Hi, everyone. Lovely to have you all here. We've got no minutes to go. It's 7:05. So make sure you've got two cushions nearby, and then we'll get started. So we're going to start in a kneeling position. If a kneeling position, so we're just sitting on the shins. Okay, so if the kneeling position doesn't work for your body, then you could sit cross-legged and prop yourself up on one or two cushions. If it's still a bit too much flexion in the knees, just take your legs a little away from you. Alright? If this still does not feel like a great option for you, you could always just straighten your legs out in front of you. Alright. Okay, but otherwise, for those who are working with this variation, you'll just come to sit on your shins, take a loop of your shoulders. Wherever you are, place your hands down on your thighs. If your hands kind of just fall as they do. Draw the crown of your head up and broaden your shoulders side to side. Draw your top row of teeth parallel to the floor. So you feel your skull really supported and almost like this weightlessness as it stacks on the vertebra. Start to draw lower belly slightly inward. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And sigh out through the mouth. A breath in through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. And again, a deep breath in through the nose. And sigh out through the mouth. Just sit here for a few more moments. I'd like you to ask yourself genuinely, how are you? Ask yourself that question. How are you? If you're speaking to someone else, now speak to yourself and then just listen for a few moments. You're not listening to respond. You're not listening to judge. You're just listening. So very often when I speak to friends that need, that are in tricky situations, or they're in heartbreak, or they're in turmoil, sometimes they don't need my advice. Sometimes they just need someone to listen, right? And so that applies to yourself as well. Sometimes yourself just needs you to listen, so that you can understand really what is going on inside. And from that, we start to learn, where are my actions coming from? Where are my reactions coming from? Where are my emotions coming from? Why am I in this mindset? We've taken the time to listen. So this week, we'll use this as our little check-in every morning. Take one more deep breath in through the nose. And sigh out through the mouth. Gently open your eyes. Good morning, everyone. Welcome if you've just joined us. So feel free to change your seat at any point. We'll move through some neck release. So just taking your gaze over your left shoulder, swiveling the skull on the top vertebra. Let the shoulders soften down and stay broad through the collarbones. Bring the gaze back to center and over to your right. So just feeling that nice swivel in the skull. Perhaps you can hear a few little creaks and cracks going on. So We're really just looking to kind of lubricate in and around the muscles and the joints after a night's sleep, and after what I'm assuming for some of you is quite tough work this weekend is a run. We'll look back to center. Left ear, left shoulder. So slowly, we move slowly in and out of things. I really feel dragging this right shoulder down. You can get a stretch through the right side of the neck. Let's roll our chin down to our left shoulder. You'll just feel that stretch change in different areas of the right side of the neck. Chin back forward. Roll the chin down to chest. And then just hold here for a full breath in. A full breath out. I feel the crown of the head up. Take that to the other side. Right ear, right shoulder. And just hold here for a few breaths. Make sure you're grounding equally to right and left sit bones. You're not going to try to topple yourself off balance. Roll that chin down towards your right shoulder. And then look back forward. Squeeze chin to chest as you roll the head forward. Let's hold here for a little longer. So now looking down, you can really look at your own body and bring yourself into symmetry. Make sure your arms are symmetrical, your legs are symmetrical. Alright. Then draw the crown of the head back up. Let's stretch up in the throat. So take your chin to point up to the ceiling. Just stretch out this area underneath the throat. So a nice way to really get into the jaw is to move into like an underbite. Is it an underbite? Yeah, an underbite. Almost like a bulldog. You're going to send your bottom jaw past the top jaw. And then you just stretch in and around the jaw muscles underneath with the jaw connected to the neck. This is where you carry a lot of tension. Just feel out that area. Let's take one more breath. Alright, soften the jaw and bring the gaze back forward. Nice. Let's meet in tabletop position. If you've got your cushions, if you're sitting cross-legged, you could just place them to the side for the moment. Nice. And then come onto all fours. Okay, so your cushions are nearby. If your knees are feeling sensitive, you'll use them. We're going to spread through our palms, spread through our fingers, and just find a nice bent knee downward dog. So let's tuck our toes under. Lift your knees off the floor. And then start to press into the hands so that your arms become diagonal and you bring in your belly to your thighs and you softening the head down. Just finding the full length of the spine as you send your sit bones way up high. You melt your chest down. Take one more breath. Nice isometric contraction through the body. And then lower back down. Okay, let's keep the toes tucked under. 3 rounds of cat-cow to the breath. Inhale into extension, that's the first up, then go back. And then opposite movement, exhale. So make sure your shoulders are stacked above your wrists. You're going to draw your spine round, touch your chin, touch your tailbone. 2 more. Thread through the shoulder blades, through the shoulder girdle, the pelvic girdle. Check in with yourself as you move along in your practice. Keep going. Last round. Alright. And then neutral spine. Let's find that same downward dog. So drawing in of the lower belly. Press into your hands, your fingerprints, lift your knees. Send your hips up and back. Arms become diagonal. Relax your head down. Lift your sit bones way up high. Relax your head. Deepen your breath. Nice. And bring your knees back down. Untuck your toes. We'll find a child's pose. Nice and wide with the knees. So bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees nice and wide. If your ankles are quite stiff, so you can have a look at my feet here. If your ankles are quite stiff and they kind of not extending this morning, place a cushion underneath your shins. And if your knees don't like this deep flexion, you could press 1, 2, 3 cushions underneath your buttocks. Okay, otherwise you're bringing buttocks down, you're lengthening from the lower back, reaching your arms forward as far as you can, and allowing the forehead to lower down. Now I'm rolling my outer shoulders down. I'm going to take 5 full breaths here. A really nice pose to do first thing in the morning. So it's a trick my teacher taught me that when you snooze in the morning, you potentially do 2 alarms. So what I do is you have your 1 alarm go off, or then you'll snooze. And then you roll into your child's pose. Take a few breaths there. And then when your snooze goes off and your second alarm goes off, then you bring yourself up to sit and out of your bed. It's a nice gentle way to wake up, nice gentle way to bring your body into symmetry, to lengthen the spine. And of course you get a nice bit of pressure in the lower belly so that encourages our digestive system to wake up and start with. Nice, everyone. Come back onto all fours. Remove the cushions. And then step yourself into a high plank. So just for a moment, stay with me. It's just a nice isometric contraction. Squeeze your thigh muscles round your upper back. Beautiful. Lower your knees. And then hug elbows in and back. Lower your pelvis, your belly, your chest, your forehead. Untuck your toes and slide your hands forward and wider of your shoulders. You're going to move through a few little rolling cobras. So adjust yourself as you must. Let your feet are pressing to the mat. You can see my legs are kind of relaxed. My heels are popping out. I've got active legs. Tops of my feet are pressing into the floor. Pelvis and hip bones are heavy down to the mat. I'm going to press into my hands slightly with my elbows. Lift the back body. Lift the back of my head so that I'm looking forward. My elbows on top out, they're hugged in. My shoulders are down away from my ears. My neck is really soft. Okay, look a little left to right. Make sure you're not carrying any tension. Inhale, lengthen a little more. And then exhale, you'll lower down. Forehead to the mat. I'm going to do 4 more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slide your hands slightly back towards your shoulders. Inhale. See how that increases the shape, the intensity of the shape. Exhale, lower. And one last one here. Inhale, lift. exhale. Nice. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Press onto your knees. Let's take downward dog again. This time you're going to take your hands a little further forward so that I've got a little more space from my hands to my feet. My feet are hip distance. My head is relaxing down. I'm going to place some weight into my left hand. Start to straighten out your right leg. Maybe ground your right heel as we get right into that right calf muscle. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good job, everyone. Stay with me. Bend your right knee. Press into your right hand. Start to extend through your left leg. Maybe you anchor your left heel. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good job, everyone. Bend both knees and walk your hands back to your feet. Keep your knees bent and just stay in this forward fold. So if at any point in any inversion you get dizzy, you feel nauseous, there's too much pressure, always come out. You could rather go back in again for a few breaths rather than holding it and staying there. Okay? If you've got any issues with blood pressure, really monitor that very carefully. Okay, so we'll just stay here for a few breaths. Let's reach for our opposite elbows and opposite hands. And just draw a little more length in the spine. You can pedal out the legs here as we just stay for a few breaths. So straightening out one leg and the other. And again, as you listen to a stranger or to someone you love maybe, without judgment, without needing to say anything back to them, then you listen to yourself and you listen to your body talk, your nervous system, even your thoughts and emotions that come up. Don't attach to anything, but let it come up and, at least acknowledge it. You don't always have to respond. Nice. Come back through to both knees being bent. Sit a little deeper. Activate your buttocks. Draw your lower belly in. Release your hands. From the base of the spine up, we're going to roll the spine up. Head and arms come up last. So keep your knees bent. Start to stack your vertebrae. Imagine they were little Lego blocks. They could pop onto one another as you come all the way up. Loop your shoulders up, back, and down. Nice. Stay where you are on your mat. I'm just going to change direction so you can see me a little clearer. You're going to interlace your fingers. Legs can be straight and firm. You're going to draw both arms up. Take a nice full stretch here. Maybe lean back a little bit. Take a little wiggle through the side body. Okay. And then relax your shoulders down. Draw your ribcage slightly in. Let your tailbone sink down. Gentle bend in the knees. Take a side stretch to your left. So reach your arms up and over. You can use this left arm to really pull your right across. And back to center. And over to the right. And use right hand to pull that left arm across. Beautiful. And back to center. Have a look at your hands. Notice which interlace you have. Bring your hands behind you. Take that same finger interlace. Start to roll your shoulders back. So here, the hands might press to the lower back. Just so you can really open to the upper back. Okay, if you're feeling a little more open, arms can straighten, the hands keep a bit away from the back. Okay, I'm not letting my palm kind of stick out too much. I'm in a neutral spine. Maybe straighten out the legs. Take one more full breath in. And a full breath out. Release the hands to in front of you. Again, take that same interlace, put the palms away from you. Press into the hands, open the bottoms of the wrists, tuck your chin and
Stretch to the shoulder blades. Now bend your knees. Now tilt your tailbone even more forward and really shape the spine. Nice, straighten out both legs, reach your arms up. Take a nice belly stretch here. And then split the hands. Gentle bend your knees as you fold yourself forward and down. Complete the movement by tucking your chin. Look forward. Walk your hands back forward. I know you all know how to do this. Into your high plank. Shoulders above the wrists. Firm thighs. Nice. Lower your knees. Lower your pelvis. Your belly. Your chest. Your forehead. And tuck the toes. Alright. Take your hands a little forward and wide over your shoulders. We're going to press ourselves into a cobra pose again. So that same shape we just did. The elbows could stay bent, slightly hugged in. Or you could start to extend the arms to the crown of your head up. Okay, hold here a few breaths. We're just going to hold here as a little point in of the lower belly. Hold a deep breath. If anytime it becomes too intense, then lessen that step. So work yourself down a little further, but otherwise, open up the collarbones, press the tops of the feet into the floor, deepen your breath. Maybe you curl your ears slightly back. Alright, and then lower down. Slide your hands back under your shoulders. Press onto your knees. Tuck your toes, raise your knees. This time you're going to walk yourself forward between your hands. Feet are hip distance apart. Press your hands to your shins and take a halfway lift. So send your sit bones back, inner thighs rolling back, lower belly joint in. Beautiful. And then soften down, bend the knees to the floor, and roll the spine all the way up, and loop the shoulders. Sorry, bring your weight into your left foot. Find your balance and do your right knee to chest. Hands can wrap around that chin, and then just take a nice little squeeze here of that knee to chest. So lower belly in. Go to that left glute. You have a little bend in that left knee to give you your balance. Nice, release. Right foot. Keep a parallel hip distance apart. Be specific in your alignment. Weight into your right leg. Take a nice squeeze of that left side to chest. Good. And then ground, left leg. Okay, then again, we're going to bring our right knee to chest. But this time, keep your left hand on the right knee and take a twist to the right. So drawing your right fingertips back, twist to the spine. Maybe you can look all the way over to that right hand. A little tricky, I know. Take one more breath. Nice. Reverse, look forward, right hand to legs, squeeze it in, and place it down, second side, left knee to chest, right hand stays on that left leg. Don't let that left leg cross your midline, right? So keep it in alignment with your hip. Open the left arm, oh, so nice, twist to the upper back. Take your gaze as far to the left as your body allows you, as your balance allows you. One more breath here. Nice, and then you'll look forward. Bring left hand. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Good, and release that leg down. Take both arms up. And bend your knees. Take it forward. So again, we'll take that holding on to the opposite elbows, but just change the grip from that first round. Tuck your chin. And then again, you're just going to bend and stretch into the knees. Alright. Take a halfway lift. Take your left leg back for a lunge. You're going to ground this left knee. So put a cushion in underneath it now if you feel like that would be helpful. Make sure your right knee is stacked above its ankle. Press into that foot. Draw yourself up into a lunge and draw both arms up. Take a twist to your right. Pull your right arm back, left arm forward. Just hold your balance here. One breath. And then come back up to center. Take a twist to your left. Left arm back, right arm forward. A round of breath. Nice. And draw left arm up. Bring both hands down. We'll move into a little half split. So let's do our left knee above the left hip above our left knee. Reach that right foot forward and then start to draw your toes back. So here, we're going to draw the toes back for a moment so we can find our alignment. But then you're going to relax that right foot and start to kind of take your weight a little forward. Leaning forward, you're going to feel a little more into the hamstring. Tuck your chin. You can untuck your toes here. We'll take 3 breaths. Make sure your inhale and exhale are at least as long as one another. And then try to get your exhale a little longer than your inhale. Good job. Look forward, slide your hands back. Come back onto that right foot. Tuck your back knee up. Your back toes under your back knee up. Nice. Take this long lunge. A little bit of core connection here as you look forward. Take your left foot forward. Take your halfway lift. Take your forward fold. Bend your knees. From the bottom up, roll your spine up. And loop the shoulders. Again, stay facing as you are. Take your interlace of your hands. Just take an interlace now. Hopefully you can remember. Reach both arms up, take a full stretch. Take a stretch over to your left. And back to center. Take a stretch over to your right. And back to center. Split your hands. Take that same interlace behind your back. Again, you're focusing on opening up the upper body. Maybe arms straight, big hands is away from you. Another full round of breath. Slowly release. Hands in front of you, flip your palms. Open up the bottoms of the wrists. Bend your knees. Tuck your chin. Curl your tailbone forward. Press and round. Come all the way up, full stretch. And then flip the hands. Little bend in the knees as you fold yourself forward. Halfway lift, prepare to step the right foot back. Last little bit, stay with me. Round your right and left knee stacked above its ankle. And stretch your arms up. Take a twist to your left. Full inhale. Full exhale. And back to center. Take a twist to your right. Full inhale. Full exhale. And back to center, arms up. Okay, we're going to move into that half it. So draw your hip back above its knee. Then that left foot goes just a few moments to find your alignment. Once you have, soften your left ankle. Maybe move your arms forward. So it's going to be 3 full rounds of breath. Don't lose the connection to your core, so draw your lower belly slightly in. But tuck your chin so you get a nice lengthening through that whole back line. Don't cheat, take all 3 rounds of breath. Alright, and then look forward. Bring your left foot a little back so you can rock forward into your lunge, raise your right knee up. And then go down here so you can simply set yourself back. Arrange yourself as you must. Either come down onto your shins or cross-legged. Take a loop of the shoulders, and now instead of having your palms face down, I want you to have your palms facing upwards. Close your eyes. So with our palms open, our hands open, an extension of our hearts. Just having this open heart today, having an open mind, beginner's mind, to a new day, to new experiences, to a new version of ourselves. Just really being open to that. Alright, thank you all for joining this morning. I really love these morning practices, and it's been so nice to really get the momentum going with everyone a part of this sunrise stretchers. So thank you everyone for joining, for catching up on this. I hope you enjoyed that. I can get back to you guys a little closer. So well done everyone. Happy Monday. I hope that it's a fabulous week for you and that you've got some exciting things planned. Remember, 12:30 is meal prep with Coach Adrian and Jono. I think that's going to be very cool. So even if you can't get to the 12:30, maybe just set a reminder so you can watch the video later. Of course, there's Lit at 4 p.m. and today that's with Ryan and Tara. And then 5:30 is full body cardio with Stefano. Such a pleasure, everyone. Either, as well, like mornings can be quite tough, especially if it's cold. So obviously, by the end of the day, our bodies have moved quite a lot. They've really gotten rid of any of the tightness and stiffness from the night before. They've been like moving and sitting and standing and all of that. So perhaps try some of these practices in the evening, and it could feel a lot better for you then. Maybe instead of first thing in the morning. Such a pleasure, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful day. Leslie, thank you. That was great. Felt in my lower back and hamstrings. 8 out of 10. Leslie, that's amazing. Oh, that makes me super excited. Well done. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you at least twice more this week. So remember, guys and girls, that we're all getting in 3 sessions this week. All right, no excuses. It's an hour and a half out of 7 days. An hour and a half to rehab, to heal and repair, to chill out, to slow down. You owe that to yourself for so many reasons. All right, so make sure you get your 3 flows in. Marjorie, I think I pronounced that correctly. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. Renata, yay! Amazing pictures. Good. Fiona, such a pleasure. Adele says, I'm definitely with it today, but it was good and it's a needed stretch. So, the stiffer we are, the more we need to get on our mats, right? I always laugh when people say, oh, I can't do yoga because I can't touch my toes. And then, it's like every yoga teacher's worst nightmare. And you're just like, but you don't do yoga. That's why you can't touch your toes. And it's also not about touching your toes, right? So your body is stiff. you've just got to be a little kinder to it, right? You've got to give it a bit of extra loving, maybe a double session. So well done everyone for being here. First thing on a Monday morning. Lara says she's aiming for 5 sessions this week. That's what I want to hear, everyone. As your hit sessions have become priority in your life, almost like, I know they are like diehards. Do not miss the 6 a.m. They are diehards. Do not miss the 8 a.m. You need to become the diehards for the flow, right? This needs to become part of your routine. It's a non-negotiable. Rehab, mobility, recovery is a non-negotiable if you want your body to be able to take all the hardness that you're putting or making it go through with your hits, with your daily life. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for joining. Be sure to spread some love on the Jeff Together group. Remember, we've got the membership group, but we definitely want to keep our Jeff Together as like almost like not our main platform, but that's really where we get to introduce more people to Jeff. The 8 a.m. still run on the Jeff Together page, and we're trying to reach that 50,000 mark. So if everyone invites like 10 people to Jeff, we can get there super quickly. And we're looking forward to that. It's going to be an exciting milestone. Exciting things will come with that. Keep an eye out. But yeah, other than that, anyone in the Western Cape, keep warm. I don't even mean cold in here, but keep warm. And anyone else who's not here still, look after yourselves. Be safe. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you all tomorrow at 7 a.m. Ciao.
I am fiercely feminine because I'm kind, connected, strong, and passionate. I'm a daughter and I'm a sister. And so every woman is my sister and every child is my child. I am Mother Nature. I am magic. I'm love. Join us in celebrating being fiercely feminine, and let's celebrate each other today and every day.